Did you know that something you do every single day, without even realizing it, could be slowly damaging your lungs? Hi there, friends. Whether you're a senior taking charge of your health or a caregiver helping a loved one thrive, today's topic is essential. Lung health isn't just about avoiding cigarettes or smog. In fact, there's an everyday habit many of us do, even inside our own homes, that could quietly lead to lung damage over time. In this video, we'll uncover what that habit is, why it's harmful especially as we age, and most importantly, what you can do to protect and strengthen your lungs starting today. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's breathe easy together. As we get older, our lungs naturally lose some of their strength and elasticity. That means even the smallest exposures to irritants, whether from the air, food, or our habits, can have a bigger impact than they did when we were younger. Did you know that after age 35, lung function starts to decline by as much as 1% per year? That might sound small, but over time it adds up. For seniors, this can lead to shortness of breath during daily tasks, fatigue from simple movements, greater risk of infections like pneumonia, worsening of conditions like COPD or asthma. So yes, your lungs deserve your attention. And the good news? Even if you've never thought much about them before, it's never too late to start protecting them. Have you or a loved one experienced shortness of breath recently? What triggered it? Let's talk about it below. Now, let's get to the real heart of the issue, the everyday habit that's doing more harm than good. It's this: ignoring the quality of the air inside your home. Yes, indoor air pollution is a silent threat. Many seniors spend up to 90% of their time indoors, yet the air inside can be 2 to 5 times more polluted than outdoor air. Common culprits include scented candles and air fresheners, cooking without proper ventilation, cleaning products with strong fumes, dust, mold, and pet dander, smoking or secondhand smoke, gas stoves or fireplaces without proper airflow. These invisible irritants float around the house, quietly entering your lungs day after day. Let's meet Nanay Clara. She's 78 and lives alone. Every day she lights a lavender candle and uses a floral spray on her couch. Her house smells wonderful, but she's had a chronic cough for years. Her doctor finally traced it back to chemical exposure from her indoor habits. Once she switched to natural alternatives, her symptoms improved within weeks. So how exactly does poor indoor air affect our lungs? Here's what the research says. 1. Inflammation. Particles like PM2.5, tiny airborne pollutants, trigger inflammation deep in the lungs, increasing the risk of conditions like COPD and asthma. 2. Reduced oxygen exchange. Polluted air can damage the alveoli, the tiny air sacs where oxygen enters your blood, making it harder for you to breathe efficiently. 3. Increased risk of infections. Dirty air impairs your lungs' natural defense system, allowing viruses and bacteria to settle in. 4. Cognitive impact. A 2022 study even linked long-term exposure to indoor pollution with memory decline and increased risk of dementia. Important note: this is especially dangerous for seniors with existing heart or lung conditions. Their systems are already vulnerable, and polluted air acts like pouring salt on a wound. Let's talk about something we all use: cleaning products. Yes, a clean house is healthy, but harsh chemicals are not. Many common cleaners release volatile organic compounds, or VOCs, which stay in the air long after you've sprayed or wiped. Products to be careful with are bleach and ammonia, glass cleaners with fragrance, furniture polish, air freshener sprays, and disinfecting wipes with synthetic chemicals. Tito Mario used to clean his bathroom with a heavy bleach solution every Sunday. He always felt lightheaded afterward, assuming it was just the bending and scrubbing. But after switching to a vinegar and baking soda mix and keeping a window open, his coughing and dizziness stopped. Always read labels. If it says, use in well-ventilated areas, that's a red flag. Better yet, try natural alternatives. What's your favorite homemade cleaning recipe? Share it with us below. Who doesn't love a warm home-cooked meal? But here's the catch. Cooking releases fumes, especially when frying or grilling with oils at high heat. If your kitchen doesn't have proper ventilation, those fumes can linger and damage your lungs. Particularly risky situations, using gas stoves without exhaust fans, burning cooking oil, which creates acrolein, a lung irritant, charred food, which releases smoke and particulates. Lola Mercy loved cooking adobo on her gas stove, but never turned on her range hood. After being diagnosed with mild emphysema, her doctor recommended keeping a window open and installing a small air purifier. It made a big difference in her breathing. Always use an exhaust fan when cooking. If you don't have one, open a window and keep a small fan facing out. It helps pull the fumes away from your breathing space. Let's not forget the invisible irritants that live with us every day. Dust mites love pillows, rugs, and curtains. Pet dander floats in the air and clings to surfaces. Mold spores hide in damp corners, especially in bathrooms and kitchens. These are major triggers for chronic lung issues, and most people don't even know they're there. Tip: wash bedding weekly in hot water. Vacuum with a HEPA filter, use a dehumidifier in damp rooms, and check under sinks and behind toilets for mold. Aline Rosa kept getting bronchitis every winter. Turned out her old carpet was full of mold spores from a leak years ago. Once she replaced it and used a dehumidifier, she stayed infection-free for the first time in 5 years. This is a common belief, and it's dangerous. We've been conditioned to think that lemony or piney smells equals clean, but most of those fragrances come from synthetic chemicals, not natural sources, and they're designed to linger in the air right where your lungs live. Fragrances can trigger coughing, headaches, dizziness, wheezing, asthma flare-ups. Myth busted. Just because something smells pleasant doesn't mean it's healthy. Better options: essential oil diffusers, used sparingly, simmering citrus peels and cinnamon on the stove, or baking soda in a dish to absorb odors. What scent reminds you of a clean home? Let's swap safe ideas in the comments. Now that we know what's harming your lungs, let's focus on the fix. Here are 5 easy, senior-friendly changes you can make this week. Open your windows daily. Even just 10 to 15 minutes can refresh the air inside. Switch to non-toxic cleaners. Vinegar, baking soda, and Castile soap work wonders. Use exhaust fans when cooking or cleaning, or point a fan out the window to create airflow. Invest in a small air purifier. Look for one with a HEPA filter, especially for the bedroom. Declutter and dust weekly. Less clutter equals fewer dust traps equals easier breathing. Manong Pepito set a reminder on his phone to open windows at 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. daily. Within a month, his afternoon wheezing improved noticeably. Simple changes can go a long way. Aside from avoiding harm, let's also talk about building lung health. Try these simple habits. Diaphragmatic breathing. Breathe deeply from the belly to expand your lungs fully. Stay hydrated. Keeps mucus thin and easier to clear from lungs. Gentle exercise. Walking, tai chi, or swimming helps strengthen the lungs. Eat lung-friendly foods. Think leafy greens, turmeric, apples, ginger, and fatty fish. Tita Luz starts each morning with 5 minutes of breathing exercises by her window. She calls it her air spa. Not only does it boost her energy, but it keeps her lungs clear too. Have you tried breathing exercises? What's your routine like? Let's take a deep breath together. Today we uncovered something vital. The air inside our homes matters. That simple, everyday habit of ignoring indoor air quality, it's silently damaging our lungs, especially as we age. But here's the good news. You have the power to change it. Starting today, you can open a window, swap a cleaner, or add a plant to your space, and begin the journey to stronger lungs and better health. Check. Before you go, hit that subscribe button for more senior-friendly health tips. Tap like if you learned something new. Share this video with a loved one. It could make a real difference. And drop a comment. What's one change you're going to make this week to protect your lungs? Remember, always check with your doctor before making health changes, especially if you have lung conditions. You're never too old to take a deep breath and make it count. Thanks for watching. And as always, stay strong, stay kind, and keep breathing easy. See you in the next one.